I think we are live. Peace, 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 everybody. How we doing today? Sorry for the delay on my part. Just had to get some things kind of situated. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight with this one. But let me get myself situated, and we can get started. How's everybody's fast going? Y'all's fast going well? Y'all killing it? Y'all crushing it? Let's see. All right, let's do this. I think that'll be good right there. That's cool. Let's see. If y'all want to see the slides today, obviously it's going to be on YouTube. But let me get IG situated and then we can get going. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Not there, not there. Let's see. Let's go, let's go. All right. Dope. All right, I think I'm live on IG too. All right, cool, everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. I know y'all's fast is going well. I know mine is. Staying focused, staying diligent. So we will get my screen. I'll share my screen a bit. Let me see. Let's share the screen. Peace, peace on IG. You know I'm going to be sharing some slides. So if you want to see them, definitely check out YouTube. Hawab Region 6. All right. Yeah, the froze out today, y'all. Hold on now. It says it can't capture my screen today. It's always doing some weird stuff with technology today, isn't it? Let's see if I'll try to do it again. No, it's not doing anything. So that's weird. It says it can't access. Yeah, allow. So we try to get this thing started. I think there's some issues with shareability. I'm not sure why it's doing this today. I've never had issues. Maybe if I close this out and then I'll try doing something. Give me a second, y'all. Sorry for the delay on my part. Browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen. Okay. Since we're just not gonna capture my screen, that's interesting. Let's see if you can see the entire screen. You can see the entire screen, but you can't see that. Man, stop sharing. Stop the camera. This thing is doing some weird stuff today. Let's see. Try it again. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to minimize that. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what is going on with the shareability on my screen. All right, so I guess we got the solution today. We're just gonna share the whole screen. And we'll just do it that way. Since for whatever reason this is being difficult today. Alright. We're gonna send all y'all to the trash. And then we're going to share this screen right here. And then we're going to go from here. All right, we're going to do it this way. Yeah. Y'all doing good, though? Y'all doing good? I know that's a delay on my part. My bad, y'all. All right, cool. You see my screen? We'll just go about it this way. We'll go about it this way. Peace, peace, peace. I know YouTube is hating. YouTube is hating today. I don't know why. It's never done this before till today. Okay. Now that we got situated, couple of announcements. You know, we always got to do announcements, y'all. So we have the Rites of Passage class. So for those in your local jurisdiction area, be sure to meet up for the fitness portion. Or if you want to do the recital as well, you can do that as well as you're at your local jurisdiction, right? And that happens either on Saturday or Sunday. So get with your local ministers and they'll get you squared away and caught up on what you need to be doing, right? I don't know why we have that in there. Let me remove this. We're not doing that no more. So we have the Aboriginal Summit, which is going to be lit, y'all. You got to pull up for the summit, y'all. I'm telling you, got to pull up for the summit. You do not want to miss the summit this year. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, y'all in the building. Let me acknowledge y'all. Peace, peace, peace. You in the building? Yeah, we already said you too, Peyton. And then peace, peace, peace. You in the building? Yeah, the summit's gonna be lit, y'all. Definitely come August 16th through the 18th. It's gonna be in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So this is gonna be really, really good. There's gonna be a lot of topics that are gonna be covered, and it's open to the public, right? It's always been open to the public, and I think it's a good chance for us to get together as families, talk about certain things, and actually have remedy, right? So it's gonna be dope. Then we also have the yearly fast in December, right? Be aware of that. And then we have the Honor Ball December 30th. It's going to be dope. So if you want to learn more about these events, obviously go to arnaevents.org. You can find all that stuff. You can also go to arnagovernment.org and you'll find details as well, Arna NJS and stuff like that. So, and these are some of the links that you can find some of that stuff. So definitely pull up if you need to. Like this, man, I'm telling y'all. Anyway, we'll keep it moving. As y'all know, I got to let y'all know about if you want to sign up for the Juris course, level 1, feel free to do so. I'll be one of your professors. There's going to be other professors besides me. But if you want to find more information, you can obviously go to shabazassociates.com under Juris, Tribal Certification of Tribal Juris. You learn more about it, right? All right, so these are the topics that we're going to be talking about today. Aboriginal mindset, right? This is very, very important, as well as Aboriginal shape. I know you're like, damn, haven't we talked about this before? As far as Aboriginal shape, yes. Peace, peace, fam. You in the building? Peace, is you in the building? So, and then we're also going to talk about an investment idea, right? That I think is really good, but again, it's up to y'all to really figure out where I'm trying to navigate y'all to like really see if it makes sense, right? So anyway, those are the main topics that we'll be talking about today. So I think it really, really would be useful just for some of the things that we're going to be talking about, right? So let's move on. All right. So if y'all haven't seen some of the hoopla and the craziness that's happening, literally FDA emergency use for the bird flu. Talking about farmers need to get the little pokey to poke, and the chickens need to get it. So for those who continue to think ain't nothing wrong with chicken, you better believe there's been something wrong with chicken for a while since it's been lab grown to begin with. So I don't even know why chicken is even a discussion at this point. Cows getting it, pigs, you already know all the things that we know we're not supposed to be eating. Turkey, all those things. Hogwash, do not get any of that, right? But look, FDA, emergency use, bird flu. Listen, I know y'all have like, man, ain't nobody worried about the bird flu. Listen, they trying to do a whole okey doke like they did 3-4 years ago, right? With COVID, right? And I'm not. Everybody knows that that's not a secret. So look at what's happening. CDC is putting in that work. The World Health Organization is doing their thing to plant these seeds of like, yeah, we're getting this passed, we're pushing this amount of money. You're gonna be they like the U.S. has spent like I think like 8 million on this particular vaccine, and they're producing it in-house. Moderna is obviously one of those vendors, but there's also different countries around the world that are jumping at this to get this going. So keep that in mind, right? Um, Now, here's something that maybe people don't even know, but look at what Hezbollah is talking about. A whole new EMP weapon that even a cockroach, you hear me? Cockroach that can survive anything, a shoe stomping, laser porting, poisonous gas. They talking about this weapon will wipe out everybody, including a cockroach. All right. Like we can't be sitting by just pretending like none of this stuff is not happening. Like we have to be prepared. We have to be ready. Like this is what I'm talking about, the mindset. Like you may like, man, it's not even at my doorstep. You like, I'm so comfortable living with just going outside. Ain't nobody bombing me. Ain't nobody, trying to rob me. Ain't nobody trying to steal from me. Nobody trying to kill. Like, listen, there's some people out here. This is how they live. So, just be aware. They're developing this military technology. I know y'all heard of Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, all these companies. Listen, man, Hezbollah, they're not playing, right? So they definitely not playing. And I gotta definitely interrupt this session for a quick second. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me. We have a new business that we want to make an introduction to. Mastering the Elements. Simini, Islam Amr, right? Killing it in the building. He's a certified cosmologist in the region. Definitely his business is called Mastering the Elements, right? And I guarantee you that if you work with this brother would not steer you in the wrong direction. Again, there's nothing wrong with any of the cosmologists. Just again, this is the introduction for a new business, right? So if you have not worked with this brother is really good, brilliant. Trying to think of anything else that I'm just trying to make sure that something is off for a second. I want to make sure that the sound is not bugging. So give me 1 second, y'all. Um, the MacBook. Let's see what's happening. All right, let me try this. Switch it up a little bit. And the speaker is not that. It is TV port. All right. I feel better now. Okay. Let me move on to the next thing. So if you want to book your session with Mastering the Elements, go to mastertheelements.com under /services, and you'll see the different services that this brother offers. And it's going to be, like I said, you're going to really learn a lot about yourself. Yeah. So his website is mastertheelements.com, right? /services, right? So definitely check out the brother. The brother does a lot of things and really is talented. And I think you'll enjoy the service that you'll get. So on that note, if there's no questions, then we're going to go right into the subject, right? All right. So I know a question that a lot of people may not be aware of, and I think this is important to even ask, is why did you nationalize, right? For those who are like, what is nationalization, right? There's a video, honorgovernment.org, or shabazassociates.com, hawabdfw.org. Still points you back to the source, honorgovernment.org. And it'll explain basically the nationalization process and what the whole purpose of ARNA, IPA, and all this other stuff. But for those who are already in the tribe, right, what did you fill out when you answered this question of what is your purpose for joining ARNA? Now, what you're looking at on the screen is mine, right? Has not changed, right? This is still true. My intention was participating in educating the youth and adults, right? Mentoring and teaching is something that I was very familiar with already, something similar, but I want to be but I'm a better mentor than a teacher, right? So these are the things I was saying. But I wanted to become a full jurist, participating in building a nation. That was what I wrote down. Literally, that's what I wrote down. And that was in 2015, 2016. Look, still true to this freaking day. Now, obviously, there's other skills that I've built on top of it, like I said, but that was the whole intent. This was my first intake. So what I say this is because what was your purpose to join on? Are you running away from something? Are you trying to get out of a jam? Or do you actually have a purpose or design in your life? Like, did you get clear? Like, this is before even cosmology, y'all. Like, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do because I've been looking. So this is more of a self-reflecting moment for everybody that's in ARNA. And even those who are not, maybe they walked away from ARNA because of whatever the case is, still ask yourself, what was your mission? That's very important. Because if you knew what your mission was, you knew what your purpose of what you were designing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't stop what you're supposed to be doing, right? So let's dive into the Aboriginal mindset. Let's get into it, right? So Aboriginal mindset specifically with health. Now I know y'all like, damn man, like why we gotta talk about health? Listen, y'all, we have to talk about health because a lot of people are getting ill. They're not taking care of themselves. We'll even talk about some of the issues when it comes to Aboriginal shape, right? But people are not taking care of themselves. People are trying to normalize all these different things with diseases. And it's like, you got to take care of yourself. Like you have to have that mindset of like, I want to feel better. I want to do better. I want to be healthier. I want to be at my optimal health. Like, that's the mindset that you need to have. And then, it just kind of radiates. Like, because you doing the right things. We see it on you. We see your skin glowing. We see your eyes are like, bam, power, just penetrate. So people that are on this type of mindset, I'm not saying this is all of them, but this is the things that come to my mind, right? Walk aid, .fun. I'm tripping. I'm sorry, brother. I done screwed that up. All right. Walkaid.fund, Aboriginal Medical Association with Chief Ali, right? That's the one that founded, started. He saw the vision, right? You obviously got a She-Wave Clinic, Dr. Zhao, Dr. Ogun, Dr. Mun. So all these people, and there's a lot more, right? These are just some of the people that I'm just naming, right? The mindset of, okay, I want to study health. I want to study the human body. And matter of fact, I want to provide a service to our people where people can come to me and I will provide them remedy. Like that's literally the whole point, right? And folks, that's what I'm saying. Like we have to be thinking this way, right? So, all right, Aboriginal mindset when it comes to emergencies. Who do you call when it's an emergency, right? Especially, okay. I know you're like, damn, brother, like, what if I break a bone? Okay, when you break a bone, you probably need to go to the hospital and get a doctor to like work on that, right? But I'm talking about things like, okay, I know there's a group of us. I got a flat tire. It's late at night. There's an officer here. Who do I call, right? You have the hotline. You have the hotline for, or you have the Hawaii DFW number, right? That's also another hotline. Or just call your local minister, right? Like you got to be thinking like, oh, damn. What do I do if I have a situation? And if you're like, well, there's nobody in the area that I can go to that I think could help me. And I will look at you in the sense of like, okay, so if there's nobody, right? Let me look at this suspicious look. If there's nobody, right? Then what are you doing to change that? And we'll talk about like what that mindset even looks like, right? So hopefully y'all follow me. All right. Aboriginal mindset, local jurisdiction. Folks, we've gone over what it takes to even build local jurisdictions. You need your 5 families, 10 people, right? Focusing on building infrastructures for the families, right? And it takes time, it takes work, it takes effort. It's not easy. Because people have to have somewhere they can go to where they can count on somebody. Like, okay, if I need medical help, who can I go to? If I have legal issues and I need a counsel, who can I go to? If I have economic issues and I have something, I need to go to somebody, right? You need to go to somebody. For real, man. Like the for real, y'all. Self-autonomy. Yeah. That's the key word, self-autonomy. Like we gotta do for ourselves. Like we can't get into the space of comfortability, especially when stuff is getting really weird. Right? So he said, I pretty much wanted to be a contributor to my tribe. Yeah, I mean, there's always time, right? Like you can do that today. Like, anyway, it's just time, right? Time. The dog. I know, y'all. For real, that's how I be looking at people whenever I hear something weird. I'm like, just give me the dog look. So, oh, and peace, God. Peace, peace, peace. You in the building. So, focus on building economics, right? Everybody know that that's like the root issue. Okay, how can we build economics that actually can help other families, right? And families that can thrive, work together, and just like really do well. Like that's the whole point. And then building these systems so that children's children, or even just the offspring have somewhere where they can step into, right? We can actually give them and create a business for them. Like here's a business that you can step into, right? Or here's groups of families that are working together to run this business that you can step into. Like these are things that you have to think about doing. Because if you don't do them, then what are we doing all this for? Like, what's the whole point, right? So I won't belay the point. All right, same thing again with the Aboriginal mindset when it comes to police. Some of y'all, and this is just not for the folks in Arna, but like people who are outside of Arna thinking like, what do y'all do about police? Like y'all like, oh man, F the police, like fuck that. You know, and it's like, I hear what you're saying, right? Because that is definitely a valid thought. But we can't be aggressive with these people because that's only going to make things worse, right? So there's a protocol. We have a protocol when it comes to dealing with officers, right? And if you have a situation where you need to call somebody, call your local minister, right? Call the hotline, right? So these are things that just follow the protocol. Some people out here like, no, I don't need to pull over. I can do whatever I want. I gotta what they call those? I didn't certify my birth certificate and I authenticated it and I was on the do not detain list. I'm like, yeah, we on that sovereign citizen type behavior, and that's gonna get you nowhere fast. So what I say to all that is follow the protocols, have those numbers saved in your phone, right? So you don't have to deal with that, right? Okay. All right, let's talk about Aboriginal mindset when it comes to love and relationships. Very, very, very important, right? I know some of y'all are looking like this brother right here. Like, y'all like, man, I don't know why I'm here. And then you be like, brother, like, what should I do? Like, this is a new relationship. I don't want it. And I be just, you have a choice, brother. Like, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, right? Or if you like, man, I found this girl, I think she's cool. Or sisters, you're like, I found this brother, I think he's cool. And then you don't ask some of the basic questions like, when is your birthday? Are you vaccinated? Do you plan on being vaccinated? What does your future look like? Like asking the important questions so you know up front what is happening, right? So when it comes to just like Aboriginal mindset, when it comes to love, relationships, you can either get with Minister Bach, Yogi, me, Sydney. Like there's other people that can do it as well. I'm just naming the people in the region. So again, it's not a bad thing. Hold on, give me 1 second. I know I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second, y'all. I knew I forgot to do something. Oops. Oops. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, my bad. That's my bad. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ooh, wait. Yeah, my bad. I'm tripping today. All right. So yeah, And the reason why I'm even talking about this is because this is the most important thing ever on the planet is who you decide to mate with. Like if you choose wrong, that's gonna be a long lifetime of hell. And I've watched people make bad decisions with the person that they chose to mate with, and then they end up like not being able to see their child, and they're like, "Man, I can't see my children. They trying to do this to me. They trying to take that away from me." And it's like, look, you had all the time in the world, and you could have done the right things by asking the right questions, right? My who who do you want to be with? What does it look like for you, and things of that nature, right? So that's why I said having the right mindset of like choosing wisely who you choose to mate with, right? And I know some of y'all are like, well, I'm already in a relationship. It's been 20 years. That's good. Keep that up. Keep that spirit energy. Keep that going, right? So that I can tell you is very important. So that's why I want y'all to like always just keep the thought of having the mindset of building relationships, finding love, creating love, and stuff like that, because that's very, very important. And I think we have some breaking information. Mm-mm-mm. So we have some reporting news to actually report to everybody today, right? So let me kind of get things kind of situated. I'm your host today. There's a lot of things happening, and there's an experiment that we actually want to do. So give me 1 second as I get this kind of situated, because right now we're reporting live for the Cosmo News, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. This is the Cosmo News, and we got our host here, Mr. Yogi. Mr. Yogi, how we doing today, this evening, for Cosmo News?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great. How about you, Minister Kojo?
Doing well, doing well, doing well.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
give us the forecast of what people need to be on the lookout for. Because it's kind of crazy. Mercury retrograde, and a whole lot of
Right.
stuff just going kablammy. You know what I mean? So
Right.
give us the rundown. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we do have a Mercury retrograde in sixth polarity, misnomer Virgo, and it lasts all the way to August the 28th. Now, with this specific retrograde, what we will see is disruptions in health industry, people's routines and everyday living, as well as miscommunications.
hmm, damn.
And so,
Hold on, hold on, hold
specifically,
on, hold on, hold on. I
yes,
wrote down something like you said miscommunication.
yes, sir. Miscommunications. So people who don't get the facts, basically.
Oh,
And so this can lead to a lot of miscommunications and misunderstandings during this period of the Mercury retrograde. And so specifically for tomorrow's forecast, we will have something called a yard. A yard is also called the finger of God. And
hmm,
so it will be between Venus, which is in Leo, fifth polarity,
okay.
and Neptune and Pluto. And so, what does this look like? So, the forecast specifically for tomorrow, along with this prerequisite of Mercury retrograde, is Venus will be on the six of clubs. So, we will see a lot of things that were said in the past that may have went un, you know, unresolved.
Mm-hmm.
So, this could create miscommunications in relationships, ego clashes, um,
Wait,
and
you said
people
wait.
seeking validations and not being able to express themselves properly.
But listen, I've been looking at the forecast that you put out. You said egos clashing. You mean to tell me people have ego issues during Mercury retrograde? I mean, according to your report.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So people can, and so what happens is in others people's charts, these planets transit through their charts as well. And so now the implications of if they have health problems, anything of the sort, or lack of understanding of, how to express oneself, now we can have problems with the ego. And then also it would be likely in the home life too, because the moon,
Hmm.
which would be in fourth polarity, misnomer Cancer, transiting through it, now we can see the super ego start to take its place.
Damn, that's crazy. Man, there's a whole lot of that happening. Like I think I'm seeing people with the presidential election. I think that somebody was doing an experiment. He wore a shirt that says, Trump and the Biden people were like, man, get the hell up out of here, blah, blah, blah. They were just so disrespectful. Like egos were clashing. And then I'm seeing a whole bunch of other stuff too, But again, like, what do people need to do to really make sure that they have a good, I guess, Mercury retrograde?
Yes, sir. So, one, they need to definitely focus in on their health. Virgo or sixth polarity deals with health and human services. And so you need to reach out to your local clinics and make sure that you have all the correct supplements, whether it's She Wave Clinic, etc., and make sure that you have all the proper supplements to, function throughout the day, as well as staying organized and making sure that one, you need to breathe before you engage. So 3 meditations a day. And then two, you need to ensure that all communications are clear. And what we mean by clear is, you know, one, expressing yourself and understanding that the person that you're engaging with, like if it's a family member, understanding that we are family. So you can properly express yourself and come to a clear understanding when engaging with people properly.
Damn.
And so
Clear communication. So, like, you mean to tell me clear communication can really save lives? Is that what you're telling me?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay. 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 Well, Mr. Yogi, I think there was another thing that was on the news that I think we need to discuss, and it's, I know times is hard, right? Times is difficult. People always want to know, when is the best time to make some money in the next coming week or so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually, this whole week is great for making money. This whole week consists of diamonds throughout the whole 7 days. Tomorrow we have the Jack of Diamonds.
Oh,
So for
damn.
all my marketers, salespersons, people who, you may study Grant Cardone or whoever has those skills, you know what I mean? It is a great day tomorrow to get started on your marketing plan and getting yourself out and to public exposure. But this forecast is next 7 day. The weather temperament is diamonds.
Diamonds. Ooh, y'all hear that? Those in the audience, y'all hear that? It's diamonds. You know what that means? You know what, Mr. Yogi? I got an idea.
It's
I got an idea. What do you think about? I heard what Hawab's doing in the region. They trying to run an experiment. At least that's what I've been reported to, right? Again, I'm just the anchor, news anchor, right? Um, they're running an experiment with scratch cards, the lottery. Huh? Is that something that, like, that they could actually participate in? Like, can we do like a group experiment with
Yes, sir, definitely. With people who are translating certain diamonds, specifically the 10 of diamonds, aka Lahun Kaab, it will be perfect for a group visualization and meditation to focus in on the specific candidate who they can use and visualize them winning that specific scratch off or lottery ticket.
Hmm.
And so as a group, we could do this together um, through various doctors, like Dr. Amaru Ali have gone on over the power of thoughts and the mind and the visualization to manifest exactly what we want. So if people want to participate, they can, reach out, ask about the group meditations and visualizations, and we can create something and manifest something via the thought.
When is the deadline for that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the deadline is around specifically, we want to gather people for the August transits,
Okay.
especially for August the 9th,
Ninth. Okay.
and as well as gathering people for various dates in September too.
September. Okay. Various. Okay.
And so reach out to local jurisdictions, especially your WAB members should reach out and see exactly what we can do with this experiment. And so the deadline is we want to have everybody come in, especially around this week. Like I said, it's a diamonds week. So it's very magnetic. It's very, you know, gold mining.
Yeah.
And so we want to gather people this week who are interested and who will want to see that experiment take place.
Okay. I think we got somebody interested. Okay, Sister Mia. Yeah. You already know. You already know. Again, I'm just a news anchor, right? So, I'm not Kojo right now at this moment. So, forgive my ignorance with the Diamond Week, but like this week, like what would you say would be really a good time to run kind of like a couple of mini experiments? So I know you said August the 9th, but you said this week in general is a diamond. So
That's it. So tomorrow, Jacket Diamonds, that's marketing, that sales. But August the 3rd is actually a Ten of Diamonds Day.
hold on, what day was that?
That is August the 3rd.
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly. Okay.
That is a Ten of Diamonds Day, Lahun Ka'ab. And so for some mini experiments, we could run on August the 3rd. People submit, their availability and, the timing that they could do their visualizations for August the 3rd, as well as there's a whole lot of Diamonds Days. So
Okay.
right after that, the 7th of Diamonds Day comes up on August the 7th. This is the Lucky Millionaires card.
August the 7th. All right. Okay. So we got a couple of experiments. So it's open for the folks listening. I know you're like, man, who is on the screen today? Just be patient, y'all. I know we going through it. But listen, if you are interested in running these experiments with us, we're doing a group experiment. At least that's what we're being reported to from Hawaii, right? With Minister Yogi. So the first date is August the 3rd. And then the next is August the 7th. And then the key one is August the 9th. And then there's going to be other various ones in September. Now, if you want to know more info, reach out to Minister Yogi. He's the chief of cosmology, or you just send an email to hawaiiregion6@gmail.com. And they'll get you plugged in, right, for that experiment. I think it'll be very, very interesting. Just saying. Listen, Yogi, anything else that we need to add that people need to be on the lookout for? I know we talked about the Mercury retrograde, which is very important, but could you just drop one golden nugget on how people could do better managing the relationships?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. So you can reach out to your local cosmologist to facilitate a relationship reading.
Okay.
And the reason you want a relationship reading is because every interaction is not linear, is not the same. Have you ever been in high school, middle school, where you have your friend interact with somebody and they come off, your friends say, oh yeah, they dysfunctional. When you interact with them and you get another side, it feels more functional. It feels more ease.
Right,
And
right.
so you want a relationship reading because you want to understand the pathways that you can interact with this person. And it's not just husband and wife. It goes all the way to student, teacher, how a parent can interact with the child,
Mm-hmm.
etc. And so you want to facilitate those relationship readings because you want to understand, okay, why are we getting the energy that we're getting? If we are Mars mutual, why are we always fighting? We always argue. We going to war. And so these readings, these breakdowns help people understand relationships more and creates better interactions amongst the people that you should be around.
Hmm. That is, and that's something that I think you just touched on. That again, like I said, I'm just the anchor, but it's very important to really understand who it is that you're dealing with, whether it's your child, whether it's your relative, whether it's your spouse, right? Like, what is the energy that they're bringing, right? Because like otherwise, you're kind of going to be like, I don't understand you, right? And I don't know why you trying to come at me? Why you trying to come at me, right? Or you know what? F your feelings. I don't care. I'm out, right? So would you say that the best way, again, I'm just reaffirming, they can go to walkaid.fun to get some insight, or they could go to mastertheelements.com, right? Because I think I did get somebody that reported to me that I need to mention mastertheelements.com because that's a new business. So, I'm just doing my job as an anchor. So,
Yeah, yes, sir. You definitely can reach out to walk.fun and master the elements. Brother Simi is a great uh, expert in cosmology. He's been a team member of the ACV Hidden Cosmic Village for time now, learning transits, birth charts, and just buildings. So you can reach out to all of us, your local cosmologists, and see like who am I interacting with, why, and what is the purpose of it.
oh man, I think somebody did a reading for me. I think it might have been you. Yeah, because I'm just the anchor man, and you done told me that money is coming. I have money energy. And I need to capitalize on that. I'm just trying to make sure I capitalize off of that. So if you don't know what you're gonna be going into, definitely reach out to this brother and his team. There's other people, but listen, you gotta know what you're stepping into before you step into a explosive mind, right?
Definitely.
Miss Yogi, I think this kind of wraps up the Cosmo News section. Is there anything else that the people should be aware of, or just be aware of before we close it out?
What they should be aware of is put thoughts into what you want to move your purpose into.
Okay.
Put thoughts into what you want to move your purpose into.
Man, there's the thinking stuff that can penetrate anything. Anyway, I won't go into that. Yeah, that's not my department. So, all right, folks, y'all know what y'all need to do. I'm gonna flash it on the screen again if you're interested in the group experiment, right? Especially for those in Region 6. It's not that hard. Just reach out to one of your local minister, right? Either Chief Minister Yogi or Coach Oshie Bass, right? Or just send an email, right? We'll get you plugged in, or they'll get you plugged in, right? So on that note, that kind of wraps up the Cosmo News for the day. We thank you, Minister Yogi, for doing your thing and always bringing us very insight and just keeping us where we need to be, right? So we definitely appreciate you, brother. And I think this wraps up the session for Cosmo News, y'all. So
Yes, sir.
we
Thank you. Peace and blessings, family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all doing all right, man. That was a great session from Cosmo News, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all gonna do the group experiment? I think it'll be dope. So anyway, let's get back into the class material, y'all. And we'll get y'all out of here so you can enjoy the rest of your fast. Because I know some of y'all like, Coach Joe, I am so freaking tired. I know, I know. All right. Mindset, Aboriginal mindset with midwifery, right? Why am I bringing this up? Because we need to be thinking about, and we need to always be thinking, oh yeah, we could go to Naima, or we could go to She Births with Q. Like we have to start operating, or we can go to Aboriginal Medical Association, right? We need to be thinking that instead of going to the hospital first, we need to think, oh yeah, let me work with the midwife or a doula, and I can get myself situated, right? There's been new laws that have been passed that I think are really insightful for families and stuff like that. And just keep in mind that this type of the mindset. And I get it, there may be some emergencies where you need to go to the hospital, but again, that's why you should definitely consult with them to make sure that you're on the right track. You have them involved from the very beginning. And hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, y'all gonna do that? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Um, yeah. So that just keep that in mind, right? Aboriginal mindset when it comes to PI investigator, private investigator, right? You can definitely hit up Hawab. You can definitely hit up Yogi for cosmology investigation. Shabazz Associates. There's other people as well that do this as well. Brother Esau does this as well. Let me add his name, right? Because he definitely does that. Brother Esau. Let me make sure I spell it right. Give me a second, brother. I'm sorry if I spell it wrong, but I think it's HDI. Did I spell it right? Nope. Yeah. Anyway, so Brother Esau, he can do this as well. So this is stuff that you want to be aware of. Like, okay, I need to investigate something because I need some information because I need to find somebody or I need to connect with somebody or I just need to gather information. Definitely head up these institutions to actually get yourself give the insight, right? So that's what I mean by the mindset of like, oh, okay, right? Aboriginal mindset when it comes to media, right? We need to really make a focus on media, right? We need to be creating media. We need to be publishing media. We need to be doing all these different things, whether it's writing books, creating documentaries, doing these things, creating comic books, manga books, animation, like all these different things, right? Definitely Aboriginal global media has set that trend and set the wave and paved the way in all those areas, right? You got Mastermind Comics, you got Region 6 Media, like Hawaii Region 6 Media. So these are the entities that just kind of give you the mindset of like, oh yeah, they have something going too, right? So you can do it too. It's just you gotta have the mindset for it. Aboriginal mindset when it comes to rapping, right? Or just lyricism. You got Job Race, you got Shadi, you got other people in the tribe as well. But this is just the idea to just give you the mindset like, oh yeah, I need to be thinking of, oh yeah, I can go to this brother because he does performance and stuff like that, and I don't mind paying the brother because he's good at it, right? All right, Aboriginal mindset, agriculture. Like we need to be thinking of how are we growing our food. The way they're doing things to the food is crazy. So Sister Me has this lockdown in Region 6. We got Chef Ryan, we have Chief Ali. These are people who actually do this stuff, right? Aboriginal mindset when it comes to credit. Wow, Shabazz Associates, get with the economic specialist or Aboriginal jurist, right? You got to start thinking this way. Ultimately, it's all about your mindset from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you rest your head at night. Everything is up to you. Your emotions, your thoughts, your perceptions, your reactions, your mindsets determines the direction of your life. Period. End of story. Like, and that's no joke. That's no BS. So that's what I mean by like your mindset is everything. You never want to have a negative thought because you'll see it come to fruition, right? No thought is ever wasted. Let me just tell you that right now, right? So how do we get our Aboriginal mindset on track? Well, we change our health, we change our diet, lifestyle, like Minister Yogi was saying, right? But we also do that by working together and working with each other in a harmonious fashion. We share, we promote with each other, we give all these things in the spirit of harmony. And we need to improve how to go to market. Like some of us have a good idea and we don't know how to deliver that. We need to improve our customer service, right? We need to do that. Like just because people call us like a black or indigenous business, that gives us a pass to not do great customer service or great customer support. No, 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 no. If you had a problem with Amazon, they'll send you your refund instantly with the shipping label and all this other stuff. They have a process and procedure, right? So we got to hold ourselves to that high standard, right? And then we just got to create better habits, right? Creating better habits will get you that Aboriginal mindset that you need, right? Period. I know some of y'all, when y'all was like, man, brother, I don't know. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And I'm like, hold on, let me. If somebody, when people tell me they ain't got the strength to do it, I'm looking at them like, huh? You ain't got the strength. Today you have the strength, right? For those who are fasting and stuff like that, for the 3-day fast, you got it. It's nothing. So change your mindset, change your life. All right. So what do we need to work on? This is just observation. Laziness. We cannot be lazy. Those who are spades know that I talk to y'all and I'll be like, yo, you cannot be lazy. You have to work hard. And you have to work smart too, right? And efficiently, right? You don't want to be cutting corners, right? You want to work smart and efficiently. That's the whole point, right? Peace, you in the building. Peace, peace, peace. What up? What up? What up? So hopefully that makes sense. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself and other people. First, you got to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, how can you be honest with other people? Did I lose y'all? Or are y'all looking? I know that's how y'all looking at me. So that doesn't need any further explanation. Communication with yourself. You communicate with yourself every single day, whether you want to or not, whether you are aware of it or not. It starts right here, right? Everything is mental. Hardworking, time management. Manage your time. Please manage your time. Hardworking. You got to work hard. We cannot be lazy. It goes back to the first one. Can't be lazy. It's not easy doing what we do in art. It's not. And what you're doing for your family is not like, it's not easy. You're doing something that goes beyond the scope of normality or what they want you to be doing, right? Resolving problems as a family. We got to resolve problems. Like we can't over here be knit, nat, patty, whack, and listen, we got to solve problems, right? So let's talk about it. Let's make sure that we're on code. We're not doing anything crazy. These are the things that are going to really, it's going to bring you a lot more peace, right? So, and then just commitment. Some of y'all may be in classes and you have not finished. I'm not sure why. And you be like, I just need.
Stop it. Get some help.
Don't even make that excuse. I don't even want to hear it. Sometimes y'all, I'll be talking to people, they be like, damn, why you cut me off, brother? I don't want to hear it. Getting skills that pays or that's valuable to people, right? Very, very, very important. So hopefully that makes sense. I know some of y'all looking at me like, I don't believe you, brother. And if you give me that same look, you know what look I'm giving you back? I'm like, I don't know. So hopefully that makes sense. Now let's move on to Aboriginal shape, right? This is something that I just want to continue to harp on, right? So we got the physical, we got the mental, we got the spiritual cosmo, and then we got the finances, right? This is what makes good Aboriginal shape. We'll go right into the details. So mentally, are you getting shocked by what's happening today in your life? Are you doing mental exercises? Are you educating yourself? Are you learning new skills that are going to be valuable to just not you, but other people in your family? Are you reading materials that you have in front of you and using it? Some of you have a business and have never opened up a business bank account. And I'm like, why not? Some of you have a tax exempt card and you're afraid to use it. I'm like, why? Okay. Where's your willpower? Where's your mental strength? Are you managing your stress? Mentally, this is what's going to help you succeed. I'm telling you. If you don't do these things, it's a wrap. These are questions you need to be asking yourself. So, if you go to honorgovernment.org, you can get these documents that will lay out for you exactly what you need to be understanding and doing. We also have the rites of passage, the right portal, .org, to get you also mentally and physically fit, right? Taking you through the rites of passage, right? This is just kind of the highlight of some of the operations. Some of you guys are doing things that do not make sense, driving plates that are made up or I don't even know. Why would you do that? Some of you driving around with an expired or suspended license, and then you crying to me like, hey, brother, I got a suspended license, and now they trying to throw me in jail. And, you know, I am in jail. And I'm like, you knew what you was doing. So anyway, right? So that's what I mean by like average mindset, right? So mentally, I know these are the things that are like, damn, we continuously talk about this stuff because it's really more important than it has ever been, even though it's been important from the beginning. Have you saved enough money, y'all? Have you saved? Are you preparing? Do you have food reserves? Do you have water reserves? Do you have first aid kits? Do you have a power generator? Do you have a backup source? Do you have an extra line of credit? Do you have firearms? Do you have ammo? Do you have seeds to grow? Like, this is not, man, listen. I'm telling you. People are playing. They're playing with themselves. What happens if the power goes down? What happens if there's a cyber attack? You can't get no money out of the ATM, which happened before, right? People could not get money out of the ATM with Chase because cyber attack. Now, what happens if that's a real thing and you can't get no money at all? Because they've issued out a central bank digital currency to basically state, yeah, we stopped using that. Now you got to use this, and we have to tell you how to spend it. It's crazy. So taking time to invest in yourself, learning new skills, maybe investing in different things, participating in honor economic groups, right? These things are going to be valuable to you, right? And these are certain skills that are not going out of style. Cloud computing, Internet of Things, encryption, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, as you see, blowing up like crazy, 3D printing, quantum computing, robots. I saw a robot that was swimming underwater, right? Small little thing, swimming underwater. I said, man, we not ready. So keep in mind this stuff, right? So I'll skip over that. Let's talk about Aboriginal shape financially. Y'all remember the executive order 14067 that was put in place 2 years ago, talking about control and seizure of bank accounts, digital currencies, and punishment of select contributions made? Folks, they already got your money under control. It's a IOU anyway to begin with. But look at what it says. Legal government surveillance of all Americans. Total control. This is an executive order. Don't say, oh, it can't happen, brother. Okay. Some of y'all looking like this, like, man, I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped until the IRS is looking at your bank account because it's just a regular bank account. It's not an indigenous business or bank. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, right? I won't drag this out. So I want to skip that. Let me see. All right. Probably y'all are seeing what's happening in the economy. People are doubling down on this inflation. They say, there ain't no inflation. They like, man, everything is wonderful in the economy. And your wallet is like, huh? No, it is not. And you know something's wrong. The economy is doing horrible. And these people are doubling down heavy. And she's not the only one, right? This guy right here, definitely doubling down. He's like, man, we are not going to cut rates. We're going to keep it at the rate where it is, even though it's much more. And we're going to see this thing crash. If it does crash, if they let it crash. They can't let it crash on certain people's watch. So they're going to hold the from cutting, or they may cut. I don't know. The Fed is the one that is the issue, which I don't know if anyone's seen that they are proposing a bill for ending the Fed. They've done this before. It's probably not going to be passed, right? Too knee deep to let the Feds be removed. They're not going to do that. Too much control. The Federal Reserve has 20 to 22 primary lenders that basically run the whole world. They're not about to end the Fed at all. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your finances and stuff like that, right? Pretty soon they're going to be cutting off power. They were like, we got to save money. ESG movement. Environmentally friendly. You done used up your carbon for the month. Cut off power. Right? That's why you got to have a backup power source, right? All right. Physically. Aboriginal shape physically. I know y'all like, man, brother Kojo, you mean, brother. Nope. Are you following the Aboriginal diet, right? For those who aren't, right? Are you exercising? Like, are you fasting during the times of the rites of passage? Like, some of y'all, make sure that you see this to the end. And even if you like, you're like, man, I get weak in a year, yeah. But always get better, right? Always get better. That's the whole point. Always get better. And then do you know what the appropriate weight is for your height? And are you practicing deep breathing? Are you stretching? Some of y'all not even stretching. Y'all not even flexible. I'm like, man, you're not flexible. You said how is Tesla gonna charge their car? Yeah, when the power go down, when the grid go down, people gonna be in trouble, right? That's why you need. See, there's a backup generator, battery source that can actually charge everything, house and stuff like that. Also, an EV car. I think it costs like $3,000. Not bad to have, right? Especially if it does all that, wash and dry, all this other stuff, right? Very good to do, very good to get. So anyway, I think it's important. Let's keep it moving. Are you being honest with yourself about your health? This is really important. It goes back to what we talked about with the mindset. Honesty. Are you really being honest with yourself about health? When was the last time you got a bioscan? When was the last time you got a checkup? Are you taking the prescribed recommendations from AMA doctors? Right? Like, are you doing the things that we're supposed to do? I'm just saying, right? So let me not keep y'all. You know how serious this is? I'm about to play this video for y'all. Let me make sure the volume is turned up. Let me turn this up, right? I'm gonna play this video. Uh-oh. Is there no volume? Hold on. Nope, there's no volume. Okay. Well, let me summarize what is happening in this video, right? Essentially, this doctor is saying that if you're fat, it's okay. And we need to stop being judgmental. And it's like, okay. You a doctor and you think that's okay. Yeah, we need to be supportive that people are overweight and fat and obese. Okay. All right, so why am I being so mean and harsh about it? Well, here's what they're trying to convince people. I'm gonna zoom in on this. They said obesity is a serious, common, and costly chronic disease. Where's my favorite meme? Where is my favorite meme? A disease? A disease? A disease, y'all. Okay. Let me add this back to the screen. Obesity affects some groups more than others, including non-Hispanic Black. You see, you think this is me, right? This comes from the CDC's website. Literally, this is what they say about y'all. This is what they say about us. They say that it's more common in us to be non-Hispanic Black. Look at the data. 41.9 during pandemic. Oh, right before the pandemic. And then 30.5 during 1999, 2000.com, kind of. And then 41.9, yep, like we talked about. So it's just like, we have to really care. It's not a disease, y'all. Everything is based off of what you've been doing with your stress, what you're eating, exercising. If you're not moving your body, you are in trouble. So that's, anyway, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Hopefully y'all follow me, right? All right, let's keep it moving. Aboriginal shape cosmo-wise, right? This is my favorite part, right? This is very important. This is near and dear to my heart. Have you read your book of you? Some of y'all, I be like, damn, you ain't even read your book of you. And you know how I be knowing? I just ask one question. I'm like, what's your cards? They be like, huh? Let me find and then I'm looking at you like, you know, I'm like, it's okay, you know. They're like, no, I know it. It's a you tripping. So it's okay. Like, get with a cosmologist, you know. We have a few in the region, right? We're not the only ones, but we just have a few for those who are watching the channel, right? And just really study it, like, and really take it, read it for what it is, and really craft out the life that you're supposed to be living. Your purpose. Craft out your purpose. Do you know where you come from? I had a discussion with somebody. They said they come from, I don't know where they said. I said, well, first of all, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for your mother and your father, right? Do you know what magnetically makes you you? Meaning understanding the key cards, right? Do you understand the keys that were given to you, right? Your key cards. Are you activating your power in a functional way or a dysfunctional way? There is a difference. There is a great difference, right? So, and do you understand your relationship to people and the people around you? I know y'all want to activate God body mode. Y'all be talking about God body mode, but don't be acting like, y'all be like, man, I don't, man, I'm already there. And I'll be like,
Stop it. Get some help.
No, get some help. No, get some help. It'll do you some more. It will do you some good, as well as eating well and doing the breathing exercises, doing the fasting. Like, y'all should have plenty of energy, right? This is day 2, y'all. Right? We got day 3 tomorrow. It's a breeze, right? Okay, let me keep it moving. Why am I talking about this? Because some of y'all don't even know how to find fun. We talk about this all the time. This is how you find it. This is how you find your birth card. It's in the rites of passage. It's in the course, the cosmology course. Yogi could break it down. Sunni could break it down. Ba could break it down. I could break it down. This formula is the same. And then they can give you the understanding of what it is magnetically that makes you you. Your book of you. Right? And this is how you find your planetary ruler. How the world sees you or how you use your power. Right? We won't go over this too long. And then your planetary number. What you need to master to activate all. Right? Very, very important stuff. Understanding moon support, moon bottom, moon vertical, mutual Mars, mutual Mercury, mutual Venus, all these things. Understanding the real elements. These are the things that recharge your ancestors, right? Like water, fire, all these things. I like so bad. Woo-wee. Y'all crack me up today. So remember that your elements make up you, but it is up to you to activate that power. So it's a huge responsibility as well as it's on you. You can't blame nobody else. So keep that stuff in mind, right? So, okay. We have a boot camp within the region, right? There's also the physical meetup with Region 3 headquarters with Chief Ali and that local jurisdiction. They're going to be doing it on Saturday. We're going to be doing it on Sunday, just because that's just kind of how the times worked out. And be prepared. If you want to do your recitals, you want to do your fitness exam, you could do that there, right? And we'll be happy to do it. We may even go live. We may go live, but we'll see. We'll see. And these are the dates for boot camps. Obviously, they're subject to change. We just haven't determined it just yet, right? All right. Hopefully that makes sense, y'all. Investment ideas. This is my other part that I like talking about, right? So you got relationships I like talking about. I like talking about cosmology, spirituality, and then I like talking about finances, right? So Watford FC. Why am I talking about that? It says own a team one step from the Premier League. Now, if you don't know, you're like, soccer? Why would I own a team related to soccer, brother? Like, is that really a thing? It really is. It's a big thing around the world, right? It just started becoming a really big thing in the U.S., right? But even though it's always been here. So here's the thing. I'm mentioning this because the minimum investment is $127.60 to have ownership into a team, right? Now, why am I even mentioning it, right? There's 60 days left, right? But the real big thing is that 239 commercial revenue growth in 5 seasons. That means 5 years of continuous growth. They're on their 6th season. The 6 seasons in the Premier League. Oh, damn. God damn. So, and they have partnership deals, global brand deals with American Airlines, Asus, and Football Manager, right? Damn, even Elton John? Oh, okay. They have a social media presence. They're awarded advanced level for the Premier League equity and diversity and inclusion standard. Okay. So they fall in that ESG standard, whatever the case is. And it's the highest of any football club as far as like revenue growth wise. So it's not bad to actually look into seeing if this is worth looking into, right? It's one of those things I was looking at. I was like, oh, damn, hold on now. This might be something worth looking into. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. When they hit the Premier League, the fan base is on an international level. Like there's even a cartoon making fun of players on the Premier League, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like this is big, and they're already making profits. So you could have a chance to invest into a team. Now I know the big risk is that if they don't make it, then they don't make it. Then you lose the $127. Or if you want to put in more, you put in more, right? But they've been operating. I think it's something at least worth looking into. I know I am, right? So hopefully that makes sense, y'all. If y'all don't have any questions, just let me know. All right, and then lastly, the big thing of investments is like, what is your value? Like I know we always talk about things that we can invest in and stuff like that here in class, but it's like, what is your value? Like what is the E that you're bringing to this world? Because if you don't know what it is, that means you don't know. You haven't read your book of you. That means you don't understand yourself. You're not and then you're just kind of floating. So are you valuable? Like if you were to go today, would anybody mourn for you? Would anybody like, damn, like that person was valuable of plethora of things that they were doing? They were just, or would you go missing and nobody would even notice until months later? Like, oh yeah, what happened to them? Oh, they died? Damn. And then they just keep it moving. Right? So what is the value that you're bringing, right? This is very important, right? And then also goes into the SIS principle when it comes to economics. Save, pay off debt, and have enough money for a rainy day. Things is getting wonky in the economy. Things is getting a little strange with inflation. You need to save. You need to have enough money for a rainy day. You need to invest. You need to invest. You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in different assets that will bring some type of revenue back to you. So things that we talked about before with like the stock market, right? We talked about crypto. We'll go back to talking about those as well as businesses, right? We've mentioned investing in private businesses because there is a return on investment. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others, right? And then just speculate. Speculating would be more so crypto for sure. That is definitely speculating. So that's why we call it the CIS principle. Save your money, pay your debt, have enough for a rainy day, invest your money wisely in things that are valuable. Like you see in the S&P 500, they talking about this shit is going down because they don't know what the Fed about to do with their money. Right now, they're also talking about the Texas is going to be opening up a stock exchange in Texas too. Right, so that would be something for folks in the Hawaii region. Don't be playing when that stuff jumps off. Have your money ready. No exaggeration. And then just speculating, like crypto's not going anywhere, right? Bitcoin is here. I know y'all seen that video I posted with Donald Trump talking about he spoke at the Bitcoin conference and he's going to do his best to make sure that he gets cryptocurrency, Bitcoin happening. Like, even though there's things that have already been put in place, he's going to fire Gary Gensler because that man needs to go too. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. These are the things you want to be doing. This is how you're going to get yourself ready for what it is to come. And I know we're like, damn, man, we done went over a whole bunch of stuff. I know, y'all. All right. So if you want to make sure that you want to protect your family, you want to start an indigenous business, there is a video of breakdown of what entity does for what and at what point and what's the benefit. And if you ask me that question, I'm just going to refer you back to that video. Nationalize, if you want to nationalize, we have a process that you want to go through. Fill out the intake, taking the rites of passage exam, then paying the registration fee, and then making sure that you pay the registration fee or the dues every year, right, to stay current and active as a national. Some of y'all have not paid your dues. Dues season is getting ready to come up again. Have you been saving $1 a day? Right? Very important. So, yeah. And then making your health a priority, y'all. It's very important to make your health a priority. If you haven't already, definitely reach out. There's other tribal doctors. There's upcoming people as well. Definitely reach out to them as well. And then questions. Whew, I know that was a lot today. But if there's no questions, y'all. Otherwise, I'm going to leave the floor for questions. But I think it's very important, just the Aboriginal mindset, the Aboriginal shape. That's very important because things is getting a little wonky. People's pockets is getting a little tight. Systems are being like really corrupted. Like I'm seeing things in the U.S. government. I'm like, man, are they really pulling this Houdini trick on people? Yes, they are. We got to do our part by making sure that we stay on code. We execute a plan and we do it, efficiently and effectively as a group, right? So hopefully that makes sense, y'all. Hopefully y'all got. Oh yeah, I'm gonna flash that thing one more time. Because I'm not the news anchor guy. I'm just the minister here locally. So definitely, if you want to do the experiment that we got going on in Region 6, definitely reach out to HawaiiRegion6@gmail.com or reach out to myself or Minister Yogi, right? I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting, and everybody can see kind of how it plays out with intentions, thoughts on a specific day, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, right? So if there's no questions, then we'll see you guys next week. Definitely come to the summit, y'all. Please come to the summit. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a lot of stuff popping. And if you need those dates, it is August the 16th through the 18th. It's going to be a lot. Hold on. Let me just share this one time before I go, y'all. I know you're like, Coach, y'all, what you doing? What you talking about? Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Events. All right. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy. Okay. I'll see what happened. Let me see. All right. I think I got it. Let me pull up my screen one more time. Boom. All right. This is onevents.org. So you got the summit right here. If you want to purchase your ticket, right? You go here. You see your family, 200. Adults is 100, right? Again, there's going to be food. Here's the agenda. Let me pull up the agenda. Go back to home. See the schedule. We go to the schedule right here. You see it's going to be at the Return of Royal Banquet. Man, I need to call somebody back too, don't I? Yep, yes, you do. We have a talent show. There's going to be dinner. We have the showing of a documentary. We are indigenous. We got the gun range from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then we go to Return to Royal, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We got the spa day, right? Then you got the great debate. Are we indigenous? 5 p.m. jury services, property tax exemption, sales tax exemption, indigenous plebiscite, formation, right? All these things. Then you got the birth course, disease healing. Then you got the science of mating. It's a lot happening that day. Then you got the ethogen party, spade and faded. Right? And then on the 18th, we're going to be at Creek Park. It's going to be indigenous barbecue, boxing, tennis, basketball, volleyball, field day for the kids, and the spade, and an outside concert, right? So it's going to be lit, y'all. It's going to be a dope family event. Definitely come. It'll be great. So, we've been on here for about an hour 20, y'all. I won't keep y'all. Oh, you're going to be pulling up? You're going to be pulling up? All right, I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Cool. Let me put that in there. Yeah, so if there's no questions tonight, hopefully that makes sense, y'all. What y'all want to talk about for next class that y'all need some, y'all would like some insight or guidance on? Do you want to talk about, we can talk about health next time, or we can talk about specifically economics. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about cosmology. We can go in on that. History. We can go on procedures. We can go over the protocol manual. Definitely let us know. Otherwise, I can just pick something regarding in the economic realm. I have no problem doing that. And then that way we just kind of keep people's mindset focused on what actually is to come, because things is getting weird, right? So anyway, y'all, won't keep y'all. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. And we'll see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.